Happy weekend, YouTubers. It's Saturday, it's in the morning, and I've just finished watching Justice League VT Titans. In goes the intro credit music, me doing silly things posing, and then into the review. I'm working on credits now. Sort of been a bit of a nightmare, but getting there. Right, Justice League versus Teen Titans, really enjoyed it. I've got to admit, DC definitely have the animated side of the genre totally covered, and it kicks ass. It's great to see the Justice League, especially the new 52 one. I did like War and Atlantis, thought they were awesome. I did like the pre-ones before that as well. Justice League versus the Legion of Doom with Vandal Savage and all that. All of it great. Justice League Unlimited and Justice League being my favourite cartoon series, followed by Batman Animated. Going to do some reviews on Batman Animated actually. I'm buying all the figures up. Right, anyways, enough of me going on and on and on and on. Right, I watched it. Really enjoyed it. I like the little tributes to the Titans, to the George Perez years. You know, when you go back to the back in the late 80s, early 90s. You know, when Perez were doing the Teen Titans and used to read them. So that really defined a comic period for me. It was if you were part of the team, especially the Terra Saga, when Terra came into it and she was working for Deathstroke, which was an amazing story, and Brother Blood. And some major villains, you know, back then. Quite dark reading, you know. Starfire's family as well, a sister on her own world. I mean, there's a lot to play around with here. So let's begin. The story is just Raven is in the Titans. She's joined up. They're like, I think they've altered a bit, but they're like trainee heroes. Some have got issues. And goes into Raven's hiding out from her dad, who she's trapped in a crystal. He's almost omnipotent. Trigon, big time DC villain. Surprised they never really expanded him into other areas really, apart from Titans. For me, he's more of a Justice League villain. But you know, teaming the League up and the Titans, great way to introduce the Titans. I wish I dropped the team, just call them the Titans. Some great bits in it. I like the bit when Nightwing's trying to get a bit frisky on the computer with Starfire. It's a great shot. She's beautiful. I mean, they've really made her all legs and chest in that. I mean, you know, I mean, they did it comic. I mean, for years, you know, I mean, who didn't fancy Starfire? I mean, for God's sake, you know. Yeah, and she's like the team leader. She's like the older one. Raven's and Damian Wayne. I do like Damian Wayne, son of Batman. It's a good film. He's got major issues, but he develops a friendship with Raven, which is sort of quite interesting because they're both outcasts. Do you know what I mean? They're both a bit different, and they've been brought up in like this sort of. They've had a lot of darkness in their lives, and they haven't even had time to grow up as just being young people. And it is interesting where that develops, and I sort of like that because it'd be interesting to see where that would go. Seeing Garfield, Chameleon Boy, yeah, standard stuff, you know, is going to be a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? I don't know much about Blue Beetle. I know about Ted Corby, Blue Beetle, but I never really, you know, jumped in. I saw him in, do you remember Young Justice? He were in that, he were cool. You know, but yeah, it was nice seeing him. That was pretty good. He didn't really get much with him, just a bit. And then we moved on to the Justice League. Superman and Wonder Woman's relationship. Interesting. Again, I like how DC put these adult themes in there. They slide them in lovely around all of it, don't they? You know, the relationships and that. I love Batman when he's giving Damian Wayne a lecture and they're all like, the League's sort of like, well, you know, he did. And then Batman's like, they're all terrified of him, you know. I like it when they call him Spooky as well. It's quite funny. I mean, the story's pretty standard. You know, it's basically about them coming into being, led under Starfire, and I think Nightwing's going to, if there's a TV set, I think Nightwing's going to be a big player. I'm a big fan of Nightwing. Really like to see something of his own to come out, you know what I mean? So that's sort of interesting. I mean, it just builds up the Justice League get possessed. They have a fight with Teen Titans, and they prove themselves and stand against the League, you know. And then there's a big battle with Trigon, beating Raven, bit of redemption for her and Damian Wayne. End up, I mean, I liked it when it was Ra's al Ghul in Trigon's dimension, but I don't think it would. I think one of the monsters pretending to be him. I don't know. You don't know, do you? So, and a big fight, and he defeats him. He gets to believe in himself more. And Raven sort of takes Trigon down. He gets trapped back at Crystal. She's going to stay there. Bit of sympathy. You don't want her to stay there. They all become the same, care about each other. And she goes back to Earth. She wets Crystal on her head with her dad screaming and shouting inside. And awesome. And it's just a nice little ride. It's not overcomplicated. And it's not really cheesy. Do you know what I mean? Even when they go to the fairground, I know it's like teenagey thing, but you know, you get past that. They've got one factor that really fucked me off with this, and that's when they do the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers thing. Couldn't do with that. Drop that crap. Drop it. That's it. That's my only flaw with it. I thought the story writing, the animation was superb. The adult themes, everything. It's quite dark. The simplicity, how it runs along, beautiful. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. The one bit it ruined for me with the Mighty Morphin Power thing. Couldn't do with it. And then it finishes, and then we get a little shocker at the end. Terror. So we're going to say Brother Blood, Deathstroke. Are we going to get all this? Oh God, I hope so. So it's going to be interesting to see where Titans go. Nice to see Justice League. I'm a big fan of League. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be good to see them. We seem to be moving into the Justice League era now. You know, finally. You know, DC's going to get the big guns out. But, animated, DC have got it nailed. Marvel needs to learn one a trick or two here with the animated, especially with DC. Right, guys, that's my review of Justice League versus Teen Titans. See you on the next video. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. And please share and subscribe.